Hi guys, this is Lydia, the lifestyle coach, here to get people free from food crazies using nothing but their own brain and coming to you with another live feed in our awesome Beat the Binge Facebook group. Thank you guys for all of your amazing posts and participation and helping each other and support and honesty and all of that. Like, that's really what makes this group the amazing thing that it is. And so excited to come with a topic that has come up so much. And so it is just on my heart today to share this with you guys. So I'm going to speak strongly to you, but that's what I'm here to do, is to be honest with you. You'd want it that way, right? If you don't want somebody to be honest with you, this is probably not the right place for you, because that's what we're committed to here. That's what I'm committed to here. So something that comes up is this big thing that is simple to fix, but is a huge thing that holds women back. So we're going to talk about that one big thing that keeps women from food freedom. And the answer is so simple, and I just want to give it to you guys right here. So there is a woman that I coached who graduated a while ago, and she was bulimic for over 25 years. She was already seeing a lot of problems with her teeth. She was rapidly gaining weight, and this was absolutely draining her financially. The food that was, literally just being wasted as she was going and buying it and purging it, and it's just like extremely financially draining. So with us in about 7 weeks, so she decided to work with me and to do our program, and in about 7 weeks of us working together, she was done. And she knew exactly how to end the binge eating before it even started. She did the work, she was free, and she had her life back. But you guys, she almost didn't. She was so close to spending the rest of her life as a binge eater, as a bulimic. And this is why. Let me explain. She got in touch with me because she signed up for one of our free sessions. So that's something that we offer to you guys, is being able to have just a free session to get started, to get you that foundation of recovery. And so she got in touch with me because she signed up for a free session. And on that session, she let me know that she had canceled and rescheduled the session 3 times. She had done that. And so I asked her, okay, cool, why? And this is what she said. She said, because I had tried everything. And this was the last thing. Working with you, I felt like was the last thing that I hadn't tried. And I was so afraid that, what if I did your program and it didn't work? Then I was really done. Then I was really doomed. Then I would know that nothing in this world would ever work for me, and I was truly broken. And she's free now. She did try that one last thing, and now she's free, and she's done, and she's got a lot of wonderful good years of life left, and it's wonderful for her to be able to celebrate and not have to struggle with food anymore. But I asked her why, with all that fear, that she decided to move forward with, doing the program and even just, getting back on the call, right? It's like she kept canceling, but then she was scheduled. She canceled, but then she was scheduled, right? I'm like, okay, so why did you end up moving through and doing that? This is what she said. She said, because I knew I had to try. Because I knew that I didn't have too much longer before I did something that happened for my health that was irreversible. And because these things tend to get more serious and, more difficult. So, even though she was bulimic, she was at a point where she'd wrecked her metabolism so much that she was still, rapidly gaining weight. So she said soon, because of that, soon everybody would know that she had a struggle because she couldn't hide it anymore. And because for her, the idea of dying a binge eater, because she didn't try that one last thing that she really thought might help her. And when she had a chance, she's like, I have this in front of me and I have a chance to do this. And I might die a bulimic because I didn't take that chance that was right in front of me. That just sounded horrible to her. So that was the deciding factor for her. So the one big thing that keeps women stuck is essentially not wanting to know. It's the fear of doing something that really could work, but they don't know for themselves yet that it absolutely will work. But let's look at the alternative. The alternative is not doing that thing. And we know exactly where that leads. So if the fear is the thing that keeps us back from doing what we need to be done with this, then the solution is to pick your hard. And I'll explain that. You guys, it's hard making a choice to change when you don't know the future, but it leads to freedom. It's also hard staying in your eating disorder until you've gained another 50 pounds or you've missed out on so many years of your life. And these things tend to get worse as time goes on. I'm not saying that anything's not hard. I'm saying they're both hard. So it comes down to a choice to pick your hard. So this woman picked her hard. I didn't know that she had canceled and rebooked 3 times. I mean, we have sometimes over 50 women apply in just a day to have a session with us. So, I mean, I didn't know that, but she knew. And it was her responsibility to make that choice. To say, no, I'm going to do this. I'm going to follow through. I'm going to just explore. I'm just going to see. And you know what, you guys, you can hear story after story. You've heard them from me. You can hear them from other women. You can see them on the website. You can see them on the YouTube channel. You hear story after story of real women who have gotten free. But when it comes down to it, they're not you, right? So what is the only way that you know that you can be free on the other side of getting the help that you need? Here's what the chatter will say. Oh, you are getting so close to figuring this out on your own. You're just keep going, like it's going to click for you any day now. Oh, you don't really need help. Oh, you know, the chatter is saying, just keep this program in your back pocket. I mean, you could reach out to Lydia, but not yet. Like, just keep that program in your back pocket in case things get too bad, and then you'll try it then. Oh, the chatter is saying that it isn't really the right time to get help. The chatter is saying, you know, what would you do if you didn't have this anymore? If you didn't have an eating disorder anymore? You really need to figure out what you would do on the other side and like what life would look like before you move forward. So it's really not the time right now. You need to figure that out. You need to figure out this other thing. You need to figure out this other thing. You need to lose the weight first. It's the delay. It's the delay. The chatter is going to say, oh, you're going to do it. The chatter is not going to say, you're not going to get help to fix your eating disorder. Your chatter is going to say, you're 100% committed to fixing your eating disorder, just not yet. Like, now's not the time. Like, tomorrow's going to be better. As soon as this happens, it's going to be better. Oh, well, you've got to read this book first. Oh, well, you haven't really put in effort into doing this on your own. Oh, well, you haven't really read all these podcasts or articles. Oh, well, you haven't seen all of Lydia's videos yet. It's going to say, you're 100% committed. But you've just got to do this other thing first. Because if your chatter can get you to just delay this one more day, it can do that for the rest of the days of the rest of your life. And yes, there are women who die without fixing their eating disorders. So that's what your chatter is going to say. You just got to figure out a few things before you get help, but you're totally going to get help. But do you see where that leads? So these are the kind of thoughts that kept this woman I'm talking to you about in the cycle for 25 years. That was her point of decision. After 25 years, it wasn't okay anymore. Maybe for you, it'll be 40 years. Maybe for you, you aren't okay with living like this one day longer and you want your life back now. And if that's the case, then I would say book a free session. That would qualify you. I only want you to book a session if you are serious about now fixing your eating disorder. So we just had some more sessions open up. Thank you guys so much for being patient. I know some of you have been waiting for like over a month and a half. I know we've been totally booked out for like 4 or 5 weeks. So thank you. I know there's a huge demand right now, but we just opened up some more time. There might even be some spots like tomorrow because we just were able to open up some more time on the calendar. They go very quickly. I don't know if they're still there, but if you go to lydiawente.com/apply, then wait for the calendar to load, and then you'll be able to snag a spot. And you know what? If you want to cancel and reschedule it 5 times, whatever, like we're not really going to know. But if you just want to get something on the calendar, because we do have openings right now. And thank you so much for being patient. If you are on the waiting list, I sent you an email. I always let the waiting list people know first about the session, so you can look there. But that's where you can go to snag a free session. And I want you guys to know that this session is to get you those first steps to recovery solid. This may be the best time that you have ever spent on your recovery, and we're here to serve you in that. And it also lets us know if you're even qualified for the program. And if there are openings and if you are qualified for the program, then you may get an invitation in. So booking a session isn't a choice to do anything. It's just an exploration for both of us. So pick your heart based on what you want your future to be like. This is Lydia, the lifestyle coach. Mwah.